Kevin, I can't see you. I can't see anything. Oh, I still can't see you. Oh my gosh, I need shades. Oh. Okay, that's better. Now I can see you. What's up? Welcome to today's video. Today, I would like to talk to you about the Pint S versus the XR Classic. The Pint S and the XR Classic are our two mid-sized and mid-priced boards. So it's natural that it would be a little tricky to choose between these two. So let's talk details and help you decide which board you want to end up under your feet. Our Pint S is going to come in at $1,400, which is $500 cheaper than the XR Classic's $1,900. The Pint is going to have to take the win in the price category. Next, we're talking top speed. How fast can these babies go? They both are actually tied at 20 miles an hour, so tie in that category. Moving into range, the Pint is going to boast a 12 to 18 mile range, while the XR Classic, we're talking 17 to 24 miles. XR Classic taking the win in that category. Next, we are talking board weight. The Pint S is coming in at 27 pounds. That's 3 pounds lighter than the XR Classic, coming in at 30 pounds. So the Pint S is going to be a lighter board, taking the win in the weight category. Next, we're talking charge time. The Pint S takes 225 minutes on a standard charger, 110 minutes on a hypercharger, while the Classic is going to be 140 minutes on a standard charger, 70 minutes on a hypercharger. So the Classic is going to take the Pint S. Now, considering portability is going to be important in making your decision, especially if you're somebody that lives in an apartment building, somebody that's going to be commuting to work with this board, running errands, you feel like you're going to be carrying it around a fair amount, or maybe you have a small car, you want to probably go with the Pint S because it's a lighter board, it's easier to carry around, it takes up less space, but the XR Classic does have the additional handle inside of the bumper, which is going to give you more options to carry it, but it is a heavier and larger board. So at the end of the day, the Pint S is going to be the most portable board out of these two. Now, in regards to riding off-road, I'd have to give the win to the XR Classic in this category because of its extra range and its bigger size and stability. While the Pint S definitely will rip trails, it still will be a lot of fun. It is a nimble board on trail. I think if you had to give one or the other the win, the Classic is gonna be a little bit better of a trail riding board. Now that we've seen the basic specs, I wanna talk to you a little bit about how these boards feel under your feet. Let's go ride. So we're gonna start off here with the Pint S. The Pint S is gonna feel a lot more nimble under your feet, a lot more turny, maneuverable, noticeably lighter for sure. It's gonna be very easy to turn and carve, easy to pop up in the air. And it's got flat foot pads. They're kicked on either side with these flared wider pads. So it actually, if you put your feet out to the ends of them, it actually kind of feels like a concave pad. But further in, they're gonna be flat. It's got a smaller tire width and diameter. So again, very nimble, very carvy, super playful, and a lot of fun. Okay, now let's talk about the Classic. The Classic definitely is wider. It's got a bigger tire. It's still nimble. It's not blocky or bulky, but it's definitely more stable. The wider foot pads are going to give you more space for a bigger foot, more ability to really leverage the board. And it's got these concave foot pads. Comes stock with the Lowboy foot pads. You could also put the Lowboy flared foot pads a little wider. You could put some FST foot pads on here, but it's going to have a wider feel, more weight under your feet, so it's going to be more stable yet still playful, wider, more sturdy. The frame of this board is dropped a little bit, so it feels very good and stable, and it's gonna just be more of like a tank compared to the Pint S. These two are genuinely my favorite Onewheels we've ever made. I ride both of these all the time. I go back and forth between them. GTS power is pretty cool. GT range is pretty cool. Pint price, awesome, approachable. But these boards are just all around fun. I primarily am a freestyle rider. Both of these excel in that area. Still rip trails, great boards to cruise around on. So any way you decide, you're not gonna make a wrong choice.
I guess I'm walking home.